everybody, so my prop box theme that I chose was a day at the post office. I have a lot of really great memories going to the post office with my Nana growing up, and so that's why I chose to do this theme, as well as I also thought there's so many different ways that a child can be developed physically, cognitively, emotionally, and socially, or their language and literacy skills. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first thing is, whenever you think of a post office, I personally think of a postman. So they'll need a little postman uniform. So this is just an oversized button up that I think would work just fine for a postman's uniform. And that would really develop a child's social and emotional skills, because if they're really pretending to be that postman, then they're going to want to go and talk to their citizens throughout the classroom whenever they need to deliver something or pick something up from the post office. The next thing I think of is a mailbox. So this is our mailbox, and it says welcome to the post office. And the mailbox really develops a child cognitively, because they're really having to imagine that they are mailing this letter, that someone's really going to come pick it up and mail it for them, and they might get something back. So that really just aids in their creativity and, again, their cognitive development. The next thing that I think a student would need to have a day at the post office would be things to write letters with. So letter writing materials and supplies. So things like paper, maybe crayons to draw a picture, and writing utensils like pens or pencils. And that would really help in their language and literacy skills, because they're trying to write letters to each other or draw pictures for each other and send messages that way. So even though they might not be old enough to write words, they can still get the message across that they are trying to develop those language and literacy skills. With the letter writing supplies, students would also need envelopes, so things like this, and even stamps. So those would both aid in the physical and fine motor skills, because students are having to either peel off stamps and stick them on, which is really good for fine motor. Also, envelopes, licking it and closing it would also really help in those fine motor skills. Something else that students would need if they're going to have a day at the post office would be some packing materials, so maybe some boxes or some little paper parcels. That would really help with, again, their fine motor, physical motor skills, if they're having to either cut open a box or use tape to tape the box shut. The last items that I would want in my post office dramatic play center would be some literature, some books that the kids could read or I could read to them, that would really help introduce them to the idea of being at the post office, because some of them might have never even been to the post office before, or know how they get their mail or where their mail goes when they send it. So I just think these would really help introduce that topic if it's a new topic. So the first one I would want in there would be Delivering Your Mail, and it's a book about mail carriers. So they're really important, because we need to teach kids that we wouldn't get our mail, and our mail wouldn't get where we wanted it to without our postman. And another one would be Mail Truck's Busy Day, and it's all about how busy the day is for postmen and their mail trucks and the route that they take every day. And then the last one would be really great for introducing the topic of the post office, which would be My First Trip to the Post Office. And all three of these books would be a really great addition to this dramatic play center, because it would really help develop their language and literacy skills, while also introducing them to the topic of the post office. So thank you.